Did this baby keep getting put in the arms of danger even when his mother knew how dangerous it was? On December 2nd, 2021, the White County Sheriff's Office received a call that was received at the child abuse hotline. The call that was received was about an injured 11-month-old. I think that the child was injured and that Arkansas Children's Hospital suspected child abuse, but part of the reason I believe that they suspected child abuse was because of the actions of the abuser, Logan Webb. I don't know if Logan Webb has any relation to the child or not. I don't believe that he does, but Logan Webb was at Arkansas Children's Hospital after the child was taken to Arkansas Children's Hospital, and he was there screaming at the employees, threatening the nurses, and so he was removed and told basically not to come back to Arkansas Children's Hospital. You know, whether you think it should be or not, those are some pretty serious red flags to behave that way. So by the time the deputy got to Arkansas Children's Hospital, of course, Logan Webb had been removed and it was just the mother at the hospital. Her name is Mackenzie Taylor. Mackenzie Taylor, the victim's mother in this case, actually told the deputy that between October 31st and December 2nd, she had seen Logan Webb become violent with her 11-month-old child. According to Mackenzie Taylor, she had seen Logan Webb expose the child to methamphetamine. She saw him smack the child in the face. She saw him hold his hand over the child's nose and mouth, put a pillow over the baby's face, shake the baby. And then Mackenzie Taylor told the deputy that on November 17th, after leaving the victim home alone with Logan Webb, she came home and the victim, the child, had a black eye and a bruised cheek. The baby was 11 months old, but he had delays and he wasn't mobile. But Logan Webb told Mackenzie that the baby had rolled off the bed. The thing is that all of these things happened, and Mackenzie Taylor had every reason to believe that Logan Webb was harming her child, but she continued to leave Logan Webb alone with her child. So 2 weeks after Mackenzie came home to her son having a black eye, she left Logan Webb alone with her child again. And when she came home, she could hear the baby crying. She walked into the room and Logan Webb was holding the baby in front of him, shaking the baby violently. Mackenzie said the following morning, the baby was disoriented and vomiting, but she left him again alone with Logan Webb so that she could go to work. So we're now at November 30th, 2021. Mackenzie Taylor went to work. When she came home from work that day, her son was pale, agitated, and still vomiting. And to add to that, he also had a suspicious bruise on his jawline, but she still didn't take him to the doctor. I guess sometime by the next day, Mackenzie's mother must have found out what was going on because she insisted that Mackenzie take the child to the doctor and even called and made the appointment for Mackenzie to take the baby to the doctor. So Mackenzie took the baby to the doctor, but she didn't tell the doctor the truth. On December 1st, when Mackenzie finally took the baby to the doctor, she didn't tell the doctor that she knew anything about her child being injured, so much so that the doctor just thought the child had a virus. On December 2nd, 2021, Mackenzie said that she woke up and her child was in a daze. It appeared that he had suffered from a seizure and he was foaming at the mouth. So she finally rushed him to the emergency room, but still didn't tell any kind of medical personnel that her child had been shaken. After an examination, Arkansas Children's Hospital concluded that the child was having seizure activity, the child had a brain bleed, and also had a possible skull fracture. Arkansas Children's Hospital on their own concluded that they felt like it was abuse after not only the injuries that the child presented with, but also the actions of Logan Webb. Arkansas Children's Hospital did tell the investigator that the child's injuries were not consistent with the explanation that the mom and Logan Webb gave to the hospital. So right away, when Logan Webb was located, he was arrested and charged with first-degree domestic battering. When Logan Webb was questioned, he actually admitted a lot. He admitted that around the middle of November, he started getting agitated with the child. He got angry because the child had delays and cried a lot. Logan Webb admitted to police that he hit the baby in the side of the head and face so hard once that it left a bruise, but he told family members that the baby fell off the bed face first. He also admitted to putting a pillow over the baby's face, but said that he was just joking. He said that at one point he got extremely agitated and he set the child down so hard that the child's head whipped back and he started having a seizure. Logan Webb admitted to police that the child started throwing up after Logan shook him so violently that his head was snapping back and forth. Arkansas Children's Hospital actually told the police that the child showed signs that he had been deprived of oxygen. So the police confronted Logan Webb with that information. And to that, Logan Webb said that in the last couple of weeks, he had at one point got really upset with the baby and choked him to the point that the baby passed out. But that scared Logan Webb because he thought maybe the child had died. So he just sat there and tapped the baby's face until the baby regained consciousness, until the baby woke up again. But he didn't tell anybody about that because he didn't want people to think that he was a monster. Imagine that. So Logan Webb was charged with domestic battery in the first degree, domestic battery in the second degree, and aggravated assault on a household or family member. Mackenzie Taylor was charged with permitting abuse of a minor. While Logan Webb was sitting in the White County Detention Center waiting for his first case to go through the legal process, he got himself more charges. On October 20th, 2022, jail personnel walked into the pod that Logan Webb was staying in, and the entire pod smelled like marijuana. They searched the entire pod, and I don't think that they found anything in the pod, but while they were searching the pod, they put the inmates in the yard. And so they went and searched the yard and happened to find a piece of toilet paper that had what they thought was marijuana in it that had been thrown through the fence. And so they looked back at cameras and found that Logan Webb had walked over to the fence in that area and threw something through it. Over this incident, Logan Webb was charged with possession of a controlled substance, namely marijuana, in a correctional facility. That's a Class D felony. Tampering with physical evidence and furnishing prohibited articles in a correctional facility. So both of these criminal cases are still going through the court process. Both Mackenzie Taylor and Logan Webb have court coming up next, December 5th, 2023. Logan Webb did have a fitness to proceed exam, and I don't know exactly what the exam states, but he was found fit to proceed. He was found to understand the charges against him. He was also found to have antisocial personality disorder, along with alcohol, cannabis, and methamphetamine use disorders. If you don't know what antisocial personality disorder is, it is sometimes called sociopathy. So the fitness to proceed exam ruled that Logan Webb is a sociopath. Thank you for watching this video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share.